guys, and welcome back to another collector's discussion. Today we have the Hot Toys Robert Pattinson Batman. This is their update on not just the head sculpt. It looks like the whole figure has a complete whole new update. There's been a fair few changes on it. So it looks like the Robert Pattinson or Battinson wars have happened with 1/6 scale, because we have InArt soon to release theirs, and I personally think Hot Toys were I think they timed this purposely now, because I personally think InArt in maybe the next couple of days were going to release theirs like they did with the Gandalf and all that, because I just looked back now. Hot Toys done the computer rendering Robert Pattinson face before Queen released their full painted version, and it looks like they've done that again. It looks like they've revised the actual whole figure, and I think that's an indication that Queen are going to release theirs pretty soon. So anyway, without any more rambling, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up the pictures. If you guys do enjoy this, make sure you like and sub, and we'll get right into this. So as you can see, I've got the pictures up here. There's actually quite a few. I think there's like around 14, 15 that Hot Toys released. And yeah, this looks miles better than what they originally gave us in the protos. This is a much better updated version. And from what I've seen, they got rolly eyes, and the hair is interchangeable from the more flat look, I would say. This is more like the cowl's been right off. Again, the best comparison picture I get from this is when his parents get exposed by the Riddler, and he's looking at the computer screen from the news broadcast. This is pretty much what he was looking like in that scene. But you can just see the... And again, this is prototype, so I don't want to go around and saying this is what we 100% would get. It might decrease in quality, but I think because InArt is doing one, I don't think Hot Toys want to, you know, downgrade or miss the mark with this, especially with competition with this particular character right now. So, I also want to say, before I start getting into flipping for the pictures and all that, that a lot of people were thinking that Hot Toys didn't care about InArt, you know, being made and making figures and all that. This kind of proves that theory wrong, because obviously they have cared, because they must have seen their production piece and thought, shit, we've got to update it and make it better now. So this is a clear indication that Queen Art has impacted the 1/6 scale company and the game. And yeah, guys, this is the other picture here. This is the... Let me move my head a bit, maybe go down here. So this is the original hair that they gave out, and what does it say there? Additional interchangeable hairstyle, updated hairstyle. Okay. Yeah, so it's swappable between these two. Like I said when this originally came out, this is too perfect for basically Bruce Wayne in that movie. This looks like the funeral scene, this style here. And this looks like, you know, 90% of what he was in the movie. This looks really, really good. I have seen, like, a lot of people say this is inaccurate. I think it's more the lighting now, looking at it, because this lighting's more of a natural color, while this is more like a darker LED light, similar to what I got on me now, to be fair. But yeah, this is... It looks like they have done the head sculpt a little bit different. It looks like they've tweaked it a bit. But either way, I'm still... This makes competition even better, so I can't complain at all. And obviously they've said here that, let me move my head back up here. So basically it says here that the physique and the batsuit colors are updated. I hope they're not leather or pleather. Are they split cut? I think they're split cut. They better be, because that's going to be disappointing if this is leather or pleather, that shitty material. It's the same with the cape. To be honest, I probably would have preferred an updated cape rather than the head sculpt itself, because the capes Hot Toys make a shit, especially with that pleather material. I'm pretty sure from the other photos this was split cut, so I'm pretty confident that it was sculpted. But it says updated body physique and batsuit colors. The physique looks a bit skinnier, or I want to say skinny. Patterson was pretty much lean, toned lean. So it looks more leaner than the original one that they showed. Also at one of the conventions, I think they had the prototype. This looks a bit more slimmed down, like Robert Pattinson is in that movie. I'm trying to understand the colors. Body physique and batsuit colors, because I don't see any weathering here. And especially here, the whole suit from... So obviously you got the chest here and the shoulder pads. They're supposed to be metal. But then you've got the rest of the batsuit, which is supposed to be a Kevlar. But the Kevlar is this color mixed with a little bit of silvering on the edges. And I don't really see that with this. So I don't know what they've really updated with the actual suit. But it looks good. I think whether Queen actually does this or not, so I think here's a good spot, the actual thigh part here. There should be actually wiring on the batsuit going all the way down to the legs on both sides of the batsuit. And it doesn't look like Hot Toys have done that. So right here where my mouse is, there should be a different color wiring. And what I might actually do is I might just throw screen used pictures and I'll throw them up around now so you guys get what I mean. But there should be wiring on both sides of the thighs on the outside. And it doesn't look like Hot Toys have done that. So it'll be interesting to see if Queen picks up on that and, you know, does it. This is also a question that I asked. I don't remember seeing this from the original promo pics, if this was detachable. Is this... It's die-cast as well, okay. So Hot Toys are really going out with this. They really, really want Pattinson fans or Batman fans to get this instead of Queen's. And I personally like that Hot Toys are doing this now. They're giving us... They're rivaling competition, and I like that, because before these came out, these photos, I was pretty much on board with what Queen were doing. And don't get me wrong, I was going to buy this regardless, because, again, I'm a Robert Pattinson fan, I'm a Batman fan. I was going to buy two and do a comparison, and whichever I prefer I keep, and then the other one, you know, I part ways with. But this is giving more confidence that maybe the Hot Toys one I keep. You know, who knows? Maybe Queen can't do this type of material on superhero suits because they haven't done that yet. But Hot Toys have had over, you know, 20 years of doing it. So this gives me more confidence to, you know, stick with this version. And I'll move myself here. That's basically... It folds like this, the Batarang. It folds, or does it detach? Because I don't remember this Batarang doing this in the movie. I'm trying to really remember if it split in half like this, because I don't remember it did. Maybe in promo or concept art, I don't remember this in the movie. I remember him obviously taking it out and opening the police tape and all that, and cutting the electrical wire, but I don't remember it splitting in half like that. Maybe again, that's behind the scenes concept design, because Hot Toys usually do that. And what I'll do is I'll throw myself here. So basically it says Bruce Wayne head sculpt features separate rolling eyeballs. I think Hot Toys have seen what Queen have done, because it's exactly what I said when I saw Queen's head sculpt, that I 100% knew that Queen's version was going to have rolly eyes. And again, Hot Toys have adjusted to the competition now to now this one's got rolly eyes. And, they're winning me over. This could be Hot Toys' best Batman figure if it turns out like this. If we get exactly this, and I'm fairly confident for once to say that we probably will get something exactly like this, just because Hot Toys now can't lose competition with this. So it will be really stupid on their part of a business to give us something lower than this, knowing that another company with a kind of high reputation is doing this exact character. This probably will be the best Batman figure, and not to be biased, but I think it deserves it because the movie was pretty good. But yeah, just looking at the whole sculpt, it's great. Again, if I had one complaint, it would be the weathering on the actual suit, because again, the suit had a really charcoal grey, like dry brushed on the Kevlar part. This part's fine. The upper chest and the shoulders, that's fine, 100% fine. It's the actual, from the chest down where it turns into the Kevlar fabric, that should be more weathered and more detailed than what Hot Toys are showing now. But looking at this and waiting for Queen now to release theirs, I think many people, including myself, are going to ask the question, what can Queen do at this point that is better than what Hot Toys is presenting here? I think if Queen really want to get people to buy theirs and kind of win people over, I think they would need a die cast, actually. I think that's a good add-on. The chest part, the whole chest plate and the shoulder plates could be die cast from Queen, and that might win a lot of people over. It would get me to buy it and have it and compare it with this one. A real pleather cape would also, not pleather, real leather cape would also sway people over, including myself. Obviously, like I said, the more detailing in the actual suit, the lower part, with all the wiring that this suit had, that would also win people over. But again, we haven't seen anything from Queen yet, so I can't really say that's going to happen from them. But I struggle to see a complaint with this prototype. Now, granted, it says here that it's prototype and it might change. Hot Toys have a reputation of changing their prototypes and downgrading them. And I hope this is the beginning of the end of that, where we pretty much get what this is in our figure. And like I said, especially with this character, they can't downgrade, in my opinion, because you're going to lose. You're basically going to lose the battle with Hot Toys and Queen. But yeah, looking at this one's a little bit of a downgrade compared to that other hair piece. And it's kind of difficult for me to have a strong opinion on the head sculpts, because I probably would never display my piece like this with the head sculpt. I would have always the cowl. But again, this is a nice add-on because it's it's a complementary piece, and some people do like this, and maybe they'll throw it in another head sculpt. Maybe as well, because I love this movie so much, I'm getting the Queen version as well. Maybe I come to the decision of keeping both of them and having one with the head sculpt and one with the cowl. So that's another ultimatum too. For me personally, because I'm getting both. Some people would have to choose because, you know, some people don't want to get doubles, or depending on what they collect, it's going to be a build up on money as well. But seeing here, and I think this is a bit better as well, there should be a lot of greys mixed into this, and I don't see it at all here. And I don't understand what Hot Toys said a couple pictures back where they said they updated the actual suit. Maybe it was just this part they updated, and, you know, Hot Toys just said, yeah, we updated this, so we updated the suit, giving us this diecast piece. But I don't really see anything new from this part down. So that's the same photo, well, different angle, I guess. I hope this, if they give us a pleather cape, I hope this part isn't pleather, because that's going to be a real annoyance to change, because getting a custom cape is pretty easy. It's unnecessary, but you can get one. You shouldn't have to get one, but, you know, we're kind of forced to. I hope this part isn't part of the cape, and they've kind of done some Hot Toys magic and made this a separate piece, because this technically should be pleather, well, the leather material from the movie. But I hope Hot Toys don't make this the pleather as well, if they're going to make pleather. But yeah, I don't have any complaints with this. This looks really nice. Like, I would display mine obviously with the head sculpt, and obviously he's holding the batarang there. I wouldn't have I'll put the batarang back on the chest piece. But I'm looking at the leg piece here. Like I said before, there should be wiring here, and a pretty stark difference wiring. Yeah, the lighting of the movie wasn't, it was pretty dark lit, so you couldn't see it, but I pretty much know this suit, and its accuracy, and I know 100% there should be wiring all the way up to here, and that's the same on this outside part of the leg as well. The cape needs to be, it needs to be real leather. That's going to be the real deal point for me. If Queen give us a real leather cape and Hot Toys give us a pleather, like I said, I'll be fair and buy both of them and do a fair comparison. But if this is pleather and Queen's is real leather, I have to get rid of this one. Just because I'm displaying mine like this as the full Batman. So I really, to be fair, I really couldn't care about the head sculpt, the unmasked. This is how I'm going to display mine in the full suit. And if this is pleather, I'm going to be pissed because I've had some bad experience with pleather. Especially with a lot of the old stuff I got there. Pleather's a nightmare, and once it deteriorates, there's no like reversing to that. You're kind of stuffed. But if they can get rid of those minor problems, well, they're big problems for me. If they can get rid of some of those problems, this will be a great piece. Obviously, you got the gun there. So the gun looks like it swivels. Maybe, hopefully it magnetizes, because I would hate if this keeps flopping out. Like, I think that's the other gun there. Grapnel gun. Also, I hope this is not pleather like the Star Wars belts. It doesn't look like it's pleather. But again, that would be really annoying if that's pleather. This obviously looks fabric because, again, that is fabric from the movie. This looks like a split cut boot. Going by the original photos that they showed at Hong Kong, it looked like it was a split cut. So I'm only guessing it is with this updated suit version. The cape almost looks fabric. It doesn't look... Okay, no, it's pleather. It's leathery pleather material. Again, hopefully that's real leather. It's almost like they've double plied it. Maybe they've done something like, who recently had the double plied cape? I know Count Dooku had it. Moff Gideon had it as well. He had that double ply as well. So this is a bit zoomed in. Let me see if they've done a little bit of detailing here. It doesn't look like they've done much here. And this was my main issue, that this part here isn't colored as accurate as it is in the film. Here's fine. I don't think there was much weathering on the pants. But like I said, on this side here, right where my mouse is, and right here going all the way down to the boots, should be wired. There should be wires here. I'm pretty sure that was to charge up the electricity from the hands. And it doesn't look like Hot Toys have either... They've either missed it or couldn't be bothered doing it. But again, that will be another point to Queen if they do that. You know, they'll get a bonus point for that, I guess. But yeah, I don't think they've done any updates on the actual head sculpt. The cowled mask. Again, I think it was fine for what it is. This is fine. It was more the actual unmasked head sculpt that was a bit lacking. But now it's really, really good. And I hope we get that as close to this. I would hope for a 98, 99% from proto to production. And like I said, especially because this is rivaling with Queen, they need to nail this to 100%. Because buyers will look at this and go, well, it's inaccurate, why would I get it? Or I'd rather go for the Queen, if Queen's as accurate as what they're going to, as they're saying they're trying to do anyway. But yeah, pretty standard stuff here. I don't think they updated much here. Even though he really didn't use these, I'm pretty sure they were the grapnel ammunition for the guns, but I don't think the movie ever showed him use these. Maybe these are die-cast as well, because realistically they should be die-cast, just like the Batarang. I don't expect Hot Toys to do that. Maybe Queen will go that far and do it die-cast. But I'm still happy Hot Toys have done the die-cast Batarang. That's a really good update. See, and going from this here, unless if it was a deleted... No, it wouldn't have been a deleted scene, because I would have known about it. I've been following this pretty heavy, this movie. He never used this Batarang like this. Maybe it was concept art, because I'm remembering, I think some McFarlane toys had a concept art with this design. So maybe the Batarang was concept arted to be like this, because he never used it like this in the movie as like an actual tangible weapon. And I think this is also good to see here. Yeah, there's no wiring here at all. So that goes with what I was saying. So it's not 100% accurate, because again, there's no wiring going all the way up to the upper thigh. But again, it's like what I said with the Pennywise. On face value, this is pretty good. And majority of collectors aren't going to see that little detail that I'm seeing, because they're probably not big as fans, or maybe they don't follow movies as heavy as I do. But just looking down here again, yeah, that's a split cut, so that's good. So it doesn't look like, aside from the cape, and I'm only speculating because Hot Toys have never done real leather with capes. Aside from the cape, it looks like everything is sculpted plastic and material, which is good. This is probably going to be the most articulated Batman we'll get. I would say as well, if this is what we actually get, this will probably be the best Hot Toys Batman. I don't see anything wrong with this as the prototype. Just a few minor details here and there are missed, but overall I think it's executed well. And that's it with the pictures. So what I'll do is I'll go all the way back to this, and I'll go right here in the middle. On second thought, I thought this was a better photo to end on, just to see the 3 different pretty much angles on the face. Overall, I'm happy with this. If this is what we get, again, it's a great rivalry piece to InArt Queen Studios. This also, like I said before at the start, I have a feeling Queen are going to release theirs soon. Only going by what Hot Toys did previously with the prototype rendering of these head sculpts, the hairpiece. And overall, I'm excited because, again, this is good competition. Again, Queen has obviously pressured Hot Toys a little bit to step up their head sculpt game, especially unmasked characters. I think masked characters Hot Toys have done fairly well. Unmasked head sculpts like this, and I think the DX19 was a little bit of a miss. But like I said, this may be the best Batman figure Hot Toys are going to make. And I'm all for it. I'm all for the competition. So obviously keep a lookout basically, because I'm buying this one and most likely the Queen one. I'll do a fair comparison and you know, determine which one's the best out of the 2. But as of right now, I'm happy I got this one on pre-order as of right now. And I'm excited to see what else happens with this. Not only this figure, but the InArt one as well. So that's pretty much it for today. If you guys did enjoy this, make sure you like and sub, and I'll catch you in the next one.